Hi everyone, this is Kimberly Shipley, and I wanted to join you this afternoon just to kind of give you an update on where have I been, what's going on. My YouTube channel, I appreciate, first of all, each and every one of y'all, all my subscribers, my people who's watching my video, liking, commenting. It all helps the algorithm out there to get me further out and get more people to join my channel and to subscribe and be able to watch my videos. But where have I been? I've been very, very, very sick. Extremely, like deathly sick. And I was in the hospital. That's the reason I hadn't posted since my last video of Bucky's and opening in Smith Grove, Kentucky here. It's first time I think there's another Bucky's in Kentucky, but it's way on the eastern part, I believe. But anyway, next to Bowling Green, Kentucky, if you ever heard of it. Smith Grove's right next door to Bowling Green. So anyway, that gave us some kind of a vicinity of, getting a big gas station like Bucky's from here. Of course, the Bucky's being from Texas, originally. But anyway, so if you would like to check out that video, you're more than welcome to, and I'd enjoy that too if you'd like to watch it. And also, where have I been? Well, we're going to have to go back and start 2 years ago, and I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. But I want to explain to everybody what's going on, because it is one of the craziest sickness and process I have ever seen anybody go through, just about. 2 years ago, it's been almost 2 years, I had a heart attack. Had to have a stent put in. Same time I had my heart attack, I had also the flu. Kind of double whammy, hit me at one time, crazy, isn't it? But anyway, so that kind of made my immune system pretty vulnerable at that time. Being very sick like that with the flu. And so anyway, just since I had started coughing severely. Just nonstop, deep, croupy cough coming from your lungs. And I just, very congested my lungs. Well, every time in the last, year and a half, almost 2 years, I've been going to the doctor, my local doctor, and they had x-rayed me, you have pneumonia. And over and over, a few times I had a sinus infection, they said. And then when they would x-ray me, my lungs, it was double pneumonia. And I'm like, but why isn't it going away? Antibiotic would help it just a little bit. And then here it come back, full force again, choking up, coughing constantly. Couldn't even get to the point of sleeping anymore. It was just horrible. And I'd have to prop myself up on the couch and just sleep like that. And that's even if I slept at all. The coughing would get so intense. And finally, my local doctor thought I had again double pneumonia. And he seen a nodule on my lung, which turned out to be a good thing, not a bad thing. And so he said, just let's make sure it's not cancer. And let's send you to a lung specialist. Just let him look at it. He's going to, this is my son Caleb here in the background, as you see. He sent me to the lung specialist just to have a CT scan on my lungs, to let the lung doctor get a full, look at it and see what that nodule's about. Well, once he's seen my scan, he's like, wait a minute, I don't think you have lung cancer. But he said, well, we're going to do a biopsy when we're in there just to make sure. But he said, I am very concerned about all of that congestion in your lungs. He said, it's very bad on the CT scan. It's everywhere. He said, your whole lungs is corroded in this stuff. And just nothing but pure, horrible congestion. And very, it's a kind of a thick congestion, we'll put it like that. It was horrible, coughing constantly every, minute, 2 minutes. I couldn't even hardly speak no more. during the Bucky's video, I had to make several edits. Any of my videos I had done the last year, I had edited them constantly because coughing. I tried to cut it out as much as possible. But when you got something wrong and coughing constantly, it's a very hard thing to do. But anyway, so the lung doctor, he went, done the CAT scan, and he said, let's do what they call a bronx. So I had to wait about a week or so to get the hospital stay. And put your book up, son. And so anyway, a few days prior to that I was having going to have that bronx done, I started getting just sickly, deathly sickly. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't get no oxygen in here. My oxygen level's great, 96, 99, 100. But the oxygen wasn't going in my lungs anymore. And I couldn't, they was just too full. Say hi to everybody, Caleb. And so they was so full, there wasn't nothing they could do anymore. And so when I went to the hospital, I had a fever for 103, and that's taking Tylenol. Every minute it wore off, I'd have to take more. I was having chills, couldn't breathe. First thing they done was gave me a treatment, a breathing treatment to try to just open me up a little of the congestion. They done another CT scan. This time they done a CT scan where they ran the dye in me. And if you haven't never had that done, I will tell you right now, that dye going in your arm is so painful. And I can tolerate pain pretty good, and it was very painful. But anyway, I told the doctor what my lung doctor had thought, the ER doctor at the hospital I was going to for the Bronx. And anyway, he, or she was a lady that day, she told me, she said, even though it's a rare thing, I am familiar with this lung issue, this lung infection. The lung infection, it's called MAC, M-A-C for short. If you want to Google it, you're more than welcome to. I had all symptoms, weight loss, no appetite. I've had the weight loss for a year and a half, of course, not knowing why, and I have no idea why I had the weight loss. I thought maybe it was because of the heart attack, but come to find out it's this MAC lung infection. And so I got just to the point, I couldn't breathe at all, just when I went to the emergency room, right on the end of it there. And I managed to wait, sit down, son, on the couch. I managed to wait until, sit down. I managed to wait until I had the blocks done, where they ran a scope in my mouth, and they took samples of the infection, and also the nodule. He did take a sample of it. And anyway, of course, you had to be put to sleep for it. And it was supposed to be an in and out patient. But as soon as I woke up from the surgery in the recovery room, they said, honey, you're going to have to stay. They said part of your left lung collapsed during, I think they said I got to coughing or something in my sleep, and from having all that done. And anyway, all I know is part of my left lung collapsed. And so they had to hospitalize me and keep me. And very, very painful. It throughout here, just pain, my shoulder, back, and I couldn't even hardly move on that side. I'm moving better today, being several days later now. It'll be a week this coming up Wednesday when I had it done. And I tell you now, that lung collapsing, it's no joke. It's pretty serious stuff, painful stuff. But it is coming to getting over it. The hospital, they kept me for a couple of days. They end up, I didn't know this. They was on the verge. They was going to have to put a needle in me and try to expand the lung out. But thank goodness the doctor also ran 100% straight oxygen. It's as high as you get it. A straight mask on my face for a few days. I'll insert a picture in here too. And I did take one selfie in the hospital like that. And so anyway, it inflated enough, about 20%, they said, but that's running oxygen, 100% full force oxygen, straight in my mouth at all times, and Mo's all of it. Of course, MAC lung disease, what it does, it just takes over your lungs. I mean, it can kill you. It's a death sentence. Can be. But I'm lucky that the lung doctor I've seen called in time. That nodule was not cancer. So yeah, I'm cancer free. Thank goodness for that, and the good Lord. And I do have a little breathing. You might see me take a deep breath or something. Kind of have to rest here and there, just because that lung's still doing expanded. I go back to see it just for follow-up Wednesday. They did find a second lung infection, but they did give me an antibiotic for it. These are stuff that just don't want to get rid out of your body. The MAC lung infection, it requires 1 to 2 years of nonstop, and I think it's up to 3 antibiotics at a time, nonstop for 1 to 2 years is the only way to get rid of it. So that's kind of challenging, wondering how it's going to do to my stomach and, things like that. Just because of the fact that, I've lost so much weight anyway. Definitely don't want nothing interfering with losing more at all. But it seems the last few days I've built up a little bit more of an appetite than I've had. So since I can actually talk now without coughing, do little things here at a time, I am going to be back on YouTube. And so I want to thank and I appreciate each and every one of you that has already subscribed to my channel. If you're new, hey, go ahead and subscribe. That's been watching my videos. I appreciate and I feel very blessed for that. That each and every one of you took the time, especially during this time I have been so sick in my life. Of course, I never imagined being this sick and having to go through such a situation is the MAC lung infection. But it's right, and I tell you, it's not catchy. It's stuff we breathe anyway. I read something that was in the soil. It can be in the water. The doctor said, rare case, it happens. But of course, again, we caught it in time. My lungs trying to repair, but I am able to do little things around the house. So on my YouTube, hoping to get back started tomorrow. I want to start doing some cleaning videos. Maybe a little slow at it, please. Don't judge on that one. Like I said, I'm still getting over a collapsed lung. But I want to get back to doing this. I enjoy YouTube. I love it. I just got monetized where I'm making money at it. And I'm enjoying that. I enjoy getting to travel some as financially can be afforded. And, I love doing home repairs, whether it's just cleaning on the house, tidying up, or it's actually doing an actual home repair. I want to be able to give y'all content that, hopefully I can create that you will enjoy. And I just appreciate each and every one of you for it and for sticking by with me through, not being able to upload. I wanted to get on here and explain to everybody, but when you're coughing constantly, and I was just so sick, I couldn't even hardly even get up and walk from my couch to my bathroom. I mean, that's how sick I was. I was just, I got to the point of being so dizzy, off balance. I mean, of course, fever, chills, so choked up I couldn't breathe. I went to my local emergency room, which is kind of like a triage center, but just to have a breathing treatment one day. I was so bad. And it's funny, I can, my oxygen again, like I said, it's great. It's just, this MAC lung disease fills your lungs up with just junk, and your lungs get so full that there ain't no room in there for you to breathe no more. But the doctor, he did suction all that out. Antibiotics, it could come back a little, but the antibiotics is what's going to work through it and keep it going. And we'll just have to wait and see. I'll kind of update y'all how I feel and stuff, down the road. But I don't want to be all of my posts to be all about the MAC lung disease or anything. But I just, again, wanted to get on here and, let y'all know that I'm still here. I still want to make daily videos. It could be a traveling video, it could be a home video, could be cleaning videos. I hope y'all will join me for the next one. And I'll try to get another one posted on here tomorrow. And start tomorrow, let's get some videos done. And anyway, I love each and every one of you guys on there. Again, I appreciate you sticking with me. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.